Hallo, ich bin's, der Videospieler. Wir spielen weiter ARK, The Great Escape, die dritte Episode von ARK. Wir müssen immer noch den Security Robot loswerden.
I'm here.
Ja, jetzt probieren wir einfach nochmal. Irgendwie 3 Boxen.
Not much I can help you with myself.
Incredibly heavy being stored out in the open. Clearly worker.
Need a helping. Not much.
Wie funktioniert es mit dem PDA?
Incredibly heavy being.
Ich hatte gesagt, er hilft mir mit Sachen, vielleicht.
I'm trying to figure out a way.
Okay. Need a helping hand? Point me to what you think I could help you with. They said something about a failure in the core, right? Need a helping hand? Point me to what you...
Frankie, can you get these boxes out of here?
If you distract the drone, I'll do the rest.
Jetzt ist ja eigentlich der Magnet so eingestellt, dass er...
So. Hey.
Als nächstes sollte jetzt der Magnet runterfahren.
At your orders.
Ah, juhu. Okay, die Drohne haben wir schon mal weg. Sehr gut.
No joy there.
Okay. Jetzt können wir mit den Controls rummachen. Gucken wir mal, ob wir die zwei... Ob wir die... Vielleicht, dass ich hinkriege, dass die sich streiten.
Is something wrong?
What can we not?
Vielleicht erstmal...
Jealousy implies even that's not
Precisely. Hey, don't bring my mother.
Yes, sorry. It was mean to mention his mother.
Naja, das war nicht richtig.
Is something wrong?
What can we?
Jealousy implies even that's
Precisely. Hey, don't bring my.
Somebody is still her mommy.
That witch is always putting ideas.
This is just too much.
Jetzt sehen.
I won't stand here and just let you drag my mother's name through the dirt. She's
Yes.
100 times better wife than you.
I don't think you've even been thinking how weird that just sounded. Or in your disgusting Oedipus syndrome that, by the way, is starting to be really concerning.
Okay, die sind abgelenkt.
Ooh, and it's labeled with a nice bright red overheat section too. If I can get the indicator in the red,
Crazy?
that does it. Things should start heating up or cooling off. One or the other. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not an engineer.
Ja, es wird warm. Muss ich hier noch irgendwie rumspielen?
Huh. So when it's not in use, it can be removed without any trouble.
Kann ich die nicht nehmen?
Phew, that is a long way down.
Die Batterie.
Yeah, so
Can't believe this. This is so
Da in den
disgusting.
Stecker rein.
And I thought it's that.
Damit verwenden.
Fail. No point shorting out the lights if I haven't taken care of the energy and temperature I may get a... Ah, my little battery friend. Overcharged, unstable, and ready to wreak a little havoc.
Okay, also eine geladene Batterie, die kann ich jetzt
Yeah, so
hier rein tun.
This is so
What?
disgusting.
Hoffe ich.
All right, it's back in place. Now to modify the actual energy flow.
Oops.
Well, that definitely looks unstable. Hopefully not dangerously so. I don't want to hurt anyone, but I just can't stay here.
Warning! Warning!
Yeah, so
Can't believe this.
So, wir laufen hin und her und hin und her.
And I thought it's that.
Und Kurzschluss! Oops.
Well, I think it's safe to say we now know where Alicia Van Volish is. Sylvia, go down there and take care of this. I need someone I can trust to handle this once and for all.
Amber! Was ist das?
Nicely done, my friend. It'll take them at least a couple of days to get the factory back up and running again. You successfully put everyone on the district out of work, at least for the time being.
What you define as unemployment, I prefer to think of as earned time off. What are you guys doing here?
Just trying to survive Alicia.
He looks familiar.
My neighbor. His name is Grigor.
It's busted.
Give me that.
What did you do?
I fixed it. It's better now.
Better how?
You keep it on. Not only can we talk, but I'll be able to see whatever you're pointing at because there's a map in it. Might come in handy.
Map. Outside Gregor's house. Infirmary. Ah, Schnellreisefunktion. Hey, Amber.
She's been very depressed. She didn't perk up again until you showed up.
Oh, my baby! I'm back, I promise. I'm not leaving here without you. I promise. Where the hell are we? It's like I fell off the Ark and ended up in Sweatshop World.
This is District 8. This is the dirty secret of the ARK, Alicia. Clean air, clean power, everything on the ARK is the result of what you saw in that factory. There are hundreds of them run by slave labor.
That's not possible, Frankie. People would have heard about it. We would have heard about it.
Nobody hears about it, Alicia, because nobody ever leaves. There's no escape from District 8.
I don't believe that.
We've been looking ever since Amber and I got here. It's impossible. The guards here are good. Not like the cops you and I are used to dealing with.
Somebody must know a way out.
If there is, whoever he or she is, they're not telling. I hope you're working on a way to get us out of here, Alicia, because I've got nothing.
Working on it as we speak.
Good girl. I'm kind of counting on you to get me out of here before I start looking like Horn.
I lost the golden sphere.
Why am I not surprised to hear that?
I have to find it. I have to get it back.
Then you should start by looking where you last had it.
Hey, Gregor.
Sasha, it's me, Alicia.
How do you know that name?
It's your name. I
No,
kinda
it's
learned
my
it before we
brother.
slept together.
I'm sorry, I've never seen you before in my life.
Your name is Sasha Blaine.
No, my name is Grigor Blaine. I had a brother, his name was Sasha. Do you know him?
Intimately.
I thought Sasha was dead. I thought he died trying to escape from here.
No, he's alive. Trust me. Very alive. Kinda sleazy, though, if I'm totally honest.
So you and my brother are lovers?
I wouldn't go that far.
But you and he, you both together?
It's okay. You can say it.
Now I'm really flushed.
And getting cuter. It really bothers you that your brother and I slept together, doesn't it?
It's none of my business.
You're right. It isn't.
Are you in love with...
God, no.
But you and the...
I like him. I liked him before I saw him working with that witch Sylvia, but I don't really know him.
But you and he...
Wow. You and Blaine grew up here? Yes, that's what I mean.
Yes, we grew up here. Sasha did a lot of the decorating, put up pictures and posters, even used
Ich bin
to
manchmal
paint
ein
on the
bisschen zu
walls.
ungeduldig mit dem Drücken. Aber
How'd your brother escape?
If I knew
Irgendwie was
that, do you
verpasst
think
haben.
I'd still be here?
Your brother got out of the district somehow.
With a lot of work and a lot of planning, and not a little bit of help from me, too.
You and Frankie have been working on an escape plan.
Yes, we have. It's not going very well, to be honest.
Have you learned anything?
We've learned that however it was my brother got out of here all those years ago, neither Frankie nor I can figure out how he did it. He definitely had help.
What do you mean?
I know he was meeting with that crazy old guy across the water. I'm sure he helped my brother. I don't know how, but before Sasha left, they were spending a lot of time together.
Help? Who would have helped him?
There's a crazy old guy. He lives across the water. He and Sasha used to spend a lot of time together.
Have you ever talked to that crazy old guy?
No, and I'm not going to.
Why not? He might know how your brother escaped.
Because he's insane, that's why. Because he's impossible to even reach to talk to. What's the point anyway? You can't understand anything he says.
You must have helped your brother with his escape too.
Of course I did. We're twins, right? So sometimes I'd cover for him at work, pretend I was him, so people wouldn't notice he was gone.
The guards couldn't tell the difference?
No, for a couple of weeks after Sasha left, they still thought he was here, so they didn't even know to look for him.
So why didn't you go with your brother?
It was too risky. Like I said, we're twins. It made it easier for him if I pretended he was still here.
That was a huge sacrifice you made for your brother.
It wasn't meant to be. Once he got out, Sasha was supposed to send me a map of his escape route so I could follow him.
He never sent you a map or any instructions on how to follow him?
Yeah, if he did, I never got them. It's been 10 years. I think it's pretty clear he's forgotten about me.
Are you angry at your brother? For leaving, I mean?
No, especially now that I know he made it. What makes me angry is that he never let me know. He promised he would. He promised he would get a message to me if he made it out here. He never did.
Your name is Sasha Blaine.
It doesn't matter. He forgot about me.
There
It
you
was a
go.
long time ago, Alicia.
How'd you meet Frankie?
He's not hard to miss. Not a lot of Aurelians down here aside from Horn. And compared to him, Frankie is a giant.
But where did you meet him? When?
He just showed up in the factory a couple of days ago. He called me by my brother's name, and I asked him how he knew Sasha. And, well, he told me about you. About how he got here. That's when we started trying to figure out a way out of here.
Ja.
What's for lunch?
You don't want to ask questions like that. Just trust me, it has enough protein and carbs to keep you going. Other than that, you really don't want to know.
An old Siasudra advertising promotional poster. Very old, and definitely has seen better days.
I still remember the look on Sasha's face when he found it in the trash. He acted like he had found a buried treasure. I hated it. I always tried to get him to throw it out, but he refused. I used to tell him I'd throw it out the second his back was turned.
Yet here it still hangs.
Sasha left, and I hate that poster, but I love my brother despite everything. I don't have much else to remember him by.
It's really in awful condition. I think it's glued to the wall. You'd have to cut the edges off to get it down. It'd be a little damaged, but at least it'd be intact.
Now I know what happened to Sasha. I really couldn't care less about that damn poster. Alicia, do whatever you want, okay?
You and Sasha look like you were very close.
We were the only twins we ever met. The fact is, we always had each other to talk to turn to if we were feeling down, if we were angry or scared. We could always make each other laugh. He was my best friend as much as my brother.
What's for lunch?
You don't want to trust other than that.
Blaine had a telescope at his home up above. Much nicer than this one, obviously. More advanced and in much better condition. I guess he was always dreaming of seeing the stars.
Kann hier offensichtlich nichts machen. Irgendwas guckt er theoretisch da an.
An old sea, very...
I still remember.
Yeah.
Sasha, I hate that. I don't.
It's real. You'd have to... It'd be a...
Now I know, Alicia.
Irgendwas zum Runterschneiden? Nee, ich hab den Mob.
An interesting placement, right between the kitchen and the bed.
Let's just say it's better to have it near the window. And having a source of water nearby isn't a bad idea down here. I know what you're thinking. Now imagine what it was like with the two of us sharing the same room.
You mind if I...
There's not really much to choose from. Stealing from somebody else might be better.
Stealing?
Nobody pays for anything around here if they can help it, Alicia. People take what they need.
I understand. Looks like it was done by a child.
Sasha made it. He was always a dreamer. He would stare into space, or at pictures, or whatever, for hours, always talking about what it would be like to be somewhere else. That was the biggest difference between us, I guess. I've always been more realistic, more practical. But he always had hope, I guess.
It's funny to imagine Sasha as a kid. Just so different from the man he became, I guess.
Okay. Sonst noch irgendwas Spannendes hier? 3 shells.
What are these 3 shells for?
Seriously? Don't you use 3 shells up on the surface?
For what?
Okay. Demolition Man reference.
Is that an intercom? But you don't even have a door.
You'd be amazed how polite people will be when they know most folks have a makeshift weapon at hand to defend their homes.
Okay. Okay. Jetzt fahren wir noch zur Infirmary. Oh. Outside, inside, okay. Infirmary. Der Doktor ist immer noch da.
On second thought, and having taken a look around outside, it might not be the worst idea to perhaps borrow a scalpel for a little bit. I mean, a knife is a very useful tool.
Damit kann ich das Poster runterschneiden.
Are you kept very busy treating the people in District 8?
I've been overworked for years. People suffer from all sorts of illnesses down here.
Is it really that bad?
There's a high crime rate, a lot of injuries, bruises, broken bones. But that's not the real problem.
Worse than crime?
The bioregenerative harness you're wearing will allow you almost full mobility while your leg heals. So stop complaining. Not down here, it can't.
Okay,
I guess that's it.
Good.
Falsches Soundfile gespielt.
The air is horrible. You can taste it. Hot and acrid, and it's burning my throat. It's making my chest hurt. Can you imagine having to breathe this every day, all the time? Having to breathe this after hours of backbreaking work? This is hell. Canisters of oxygen and other unstable, flammable, and explosive gases. Left outside, where anyone can take them.
Given a choice between treatment in the infirmary and being blown up out here, I almost prefer the idea of being blown up.
Like the rest of the tech that survives down here, tough, compact, and ancient.
Sounds like you're talking about my dad. Wonder whatever became of him.
The infirmary. Inadequate, archaic, and probably desperately needed down here.
Ich mag es aber nicht, wenn meine Anzeige verschwindet, wenn sie irgendwo hinläuft.
Are you feeling all right? You look unwell.
Of course I'm unwell. I'm old. Old!
How old?
47.
47? You don't look 47.
Thank you, dear. That's very kind.
I mean, you look much older.
You don't have to be mean about it.
Have you seen the doctor about your cough?
Several times. Nothing he can do.
That's horrible.
You're very pretty.
That's very kind of you to say.
Enjoy it. It won't last. The pollution down here is so bad it'll turn that lovely complexion of yours to leather, my dear. And you don't want to know what it's doing to your insides.
I'm inclined to agree with you. Where's all the pollution coming from?
The factories, of course. They're in every part of the district, spilling out fumes, pissing their waste into the canals, into the water.
Isn't anyone doing anything to stop it?
Nobody cares, girl. At least, nobody who can stop it cares.
You work in the factory?
Ever since I was a little girl. Same for all of us.
How young were you when they put you to work? But do they ever give you vacations? Time off? What happens if you're sick?
You go to work.
Even when you're sick?
All of us are sick. It's the pollution. If they gave us time off because we were sick, the factories would shut down.
But do they ever give you...
You go to work.
Even when...
All of us...
But do they ever...
Okay.
Even...
Schade, ich hätte jetzt gar nicht gewusst, wie alt sie war. Naja.
Take care.
Yeah.
Train. Girl playing.
Do my eyes deceive me? Another female character?
Don't get your hopes up, lady. I'm an incidental NPC.
My name's Alicia.
You don't really want to know my name. You want to search through my junk in hopes that you'll find some quest-related item to help you get out of here.
You're a smart kid. You know that?
It's been noted before.
So what are you doing here?
Sitting
Uh-huh.
and answering questions from strangers.
You live around here?
In one of the residencies, yeah. Believe it or not, it's nicer out here than it is in there.
Having seen the living conditions, I believe you. Are you all alone here? Where are your parents?
They died. It was an accident at one of the factories.
Nur
I'm
glaube ich hier
so
nicht.
sorry. I feel so badly for you.
Nah, I'm just only pulling your leg. They're alive. They're fine.
You're
Okay.
smart. You're also a smartass. See you later, strangely terrifying little girl.
Not unless I see you first, oddly charismatic and yet thoroughly annoying story protagonist.
Unterhalte mich noch mit dem Policeman, wenn er sich...
Excuse
Mit mir
me,
unterhalten
officer, but where am I? How do I get out of here? I mean, how do I leave this district? I'm dead serious. There must be a way. I'm told it's not very safe here. You're a policeman.
Old Pole.
Hey,
Port
Frankie, one of
area.
your kind.
Holy shit, he's skinny as hell. Pretty young by the look of him, but living down here hasn't been kind.
Yes, he's skinny. Okay, alles klar. Das ist mein eingefrorenes Gesicht, habe ich jetzt erst gemerkt. Wahrscheinlich schon etwas länger. Das ist ARK Episode 3, The Great Escape. Es gefällt mir viel, viel besser wie die bisherigen Episoden. Die Bedienung ist viel angenehmer. Rätsel sind bisher auch relativ logisch. Gab noch nicht so wahnsinnig viele. Ich bin gerade relativ happy mit dem Spiel. Also, wenn es so bleibt, eine deutliche Verbesserung zu Teil 1 und 2. Und ich hoffe, dass dann Teil 4 tatsächlich noch kommt. Ich sage tschüss, bis zum nächsten Mal. Winken brauche ich nicht. Ihr seht nicht. Bis dann, euer Videospieler.
Und damit sind wir am Ende dieses Videos angelangt. Wenn es euch gefallen hat, ich habe noch jede Menge mehr Videos in meinem Kanal. Schaut rein, abonniert, unterstützt mich finanziell auf Patreon, würde mich freuen. Tschüss und vielen Dank.